Minecraft as a game contains over 800 unique placeable blocks, and nearly 900 if you include variants. But what if, instead of being given all those blocks to work with, you instead were given one? Let me introduce you to one block. Now, one block is exactly as it sounds. You have one block and have to build your world from there. The catch? It respawns, and when it does, it might not be the same block you just broke. As I loaded into my world, it went about how you'd expect. I mined my single dirt block, which allowed me to expand my island. As I continued to break the one block, I was able to get new resources like wood. Sometimes, when you break the one block, you get chests, which give you items needed to progress the game. Similar to Skyblock, the sapling is the most important item in the game as it allows you to expand your island and have a renewable resource with only dirt. As I continued to mine the one block, I got something that would be hard to even call an item. A pig had spawned. An animal. I wasn't alone anymore. As I continued the cycle of breaking blocks and expanding my island, I then came across another crucial item for this run. The water bucket. Now if I could get 2 of these, I could have an infinite water source, which would lead to so many things. Having then pulled seeds, I was now able to start a garden with my new water bucket. This was the first of many crops I would grow on this island. Now, if you're an observant viewer, you might have noticed a progress bar at the top of my screen that goes up every time I break a block. The progress bar represents a new biome from the one block. As the one block represents a current biome, every single time I reach the progress bar, I'm able to progress to the next biome. Now, the first 50 breaks served as a tutorial, but after I broke those first 50 blocks, I progressed to the first phase, the forest hills. New items from the forest hills included melons, birch saplings, wild berries, and a few new animals such as chickens and sheep. But as the forest hills only required 250 breaks, I got through it in no time at all, and soon I was on to the next stage, the caverns. With my arrival to the caverns, I decided it's time for a much needed upgrade. Probably the most important upgrade I've done so far. So I grabbed all the wood I could find, and I finally decided to build a chicken coop. Up to this point, I had around 8 chickens just lying around, laying eggs and being annoying. So I finally decided, let's just go shove them in a box and have their eggs in the box. With my chicken coop all finished up, I decided to go back to the actual point of one block, mining the one block. But to my surprise, a creeper had spawned from the one block. Now I handled it calmly and smartly by backing up off an edge into the void. That right there was my first death of the run, and it will not be the last. With me now learning that creepers could just randomly spawn from me breaking the one block, I decided, hey, we need some safety measures. Let's get some rules in here. Let's build a little wooden prison around the one block so that if something spawns, I could just run away and lock it in a box and not worry about it. With my wooden prison built, life was safe and peaceful. That is until the sun went down, and then things got so messy. During the daytime, I had expanded my tree farm because I was thinking, oh yeah, this will be great. Unfortunately, I didn't have torches to light up the new tree farm area. This led to monsters kind of just spawning in and flooding in. To defend myself, I was using my wooden prison as a little wall around so that people couldn't get into me. Unfortunately, cave spiders exist, and they can kind of fit into a 1x1 area. So I got mobbed by a cave spider. This death would not be my only death of the night, though. As I was trying to wall off that, the unlit tree farm, I got shot by 2 skeletons. And as I was running away, because I was hungry, I went to my berry farm to go grab food. Unfortunately for me, skeletons are just snipers in this game, and I got shot with an M22 from across the map. Now, lucky for me, daytime always does eventually come. And when it came, I went back to what I do best, mining the one block. This time, a creeper spawned. But I was ready. I locked him in prison, and I showed him the full force of the US legal system. 3 big baton hits, and he went down. With the creeper dead, you know what that means. Going back to my one true calling in this life, mining the one block and trying to get past the cavern layer. With enough perseverance, and just a few deaths, I finally made it past the cavern layer and led to the next biome, the snowy peaks. And with a new biome comes new drops from the one block, as you all know. This time, when I was breaking the one block, I got lucky enough to be blessed with a puppy. Now, before you get attached to him, I just want to, put out an announcement. He might not last very long. Just throwing it out there. Mentally prepare yourself. And since I could never be happy, as I was minding the one block, I ended up spawning in 2 strays. And if you haven't fought strays, they are mean mobs. And as I was killing them, well, more accurately, they were killing me, the puppy was fighting one of them as well. So it was a 1v1 to 1v1, and me and the puppy, we both just lost our 1v1. So rut-row raggy, I guess. We're both dead. Now that I knew a puppy was a possible spawn from the one block, nothing would stop me from getting my new best friend back. And with that, we were able to find Gus, the doggo. Unlike his unnamed brother who passed earlier, I was able to tame this one with the bones from the very strays that killed us earlier. Not sure what noble sacrifice went on with the other M-named dog, but I'm happy it happened. Now, although the snowy peaks gave us Gus the doggo, they unfortunately also snowed a lot. And this snow was getting kind of annoying, so I was pretty fed up and I wanted to get rid of it. So I was trying to put torches down, I was trying to break it manually. I didn't really know what to do. I eventually decided on the fact that I just kind of wanted to break the one block enough to the point where I could just get the biome over with. And as I was speeding through and breaking blocks, because the game is cruel, for some reason they spawned in a monster raid. Now, this would have been fine by itself, I had a prison for this, but they broke the prison. And then as I was running away from the skeletons, a skeleton's arrow went and shot Gus, which got him to stand up. Now when Gus stands up, he attacks. And when Gus attacked, he got mobbed by the monster party. We lost Gus. I don't know what to say. We're 2 dogs down, and I'm not sure if I can mentally handle another one at this point. I would say Gus's sacrifice was not in vain, but it kind of was as I instantly died. Don't know what to say. Sorry, Gus. I love you. I miss you. I'm a bad dog owner. But eventually we clear up the monster raid. We get it over with. And at this point, just cut to the next biome, man. I'm sick of this biome. Cut. Now with the power of editing, we're suddenly in the ocean biome. Wonderful. Hooray. This is also the last biome of the video. Not to say it's too much better, but at least we're not losing 2 dogs in this biome. So the issue with the ocean biome is it's pretty boring. All it really spawns in is fish. But in this chest, we got a fish in a water bucket. Now, I hadn't really mentioned it up to this point, but we still only had 1 water bucket. So with this, we were able to go and make an infinite water source, which, that's an upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, up until this point in one block, I haven't had a place to lay my head and rest. Not even a place where I could just feel safe in the comfort of my own home. Now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a home. Will this home have a bed? No. I killed both my sheep that I had, and they fell off the void in the first 2 minutes of the video. But it'll be a home. With the foundations laid, I proceeded to labor away and build my house. Now, before you judge because it looks like a 5-year-old ate some crayons, spit them back up, and then spread it across a piece of paper, I was low on materials, okay? I kind of had to use whatever I had on hand, and that just so happened to be a couple different color blocks. Just a couple. And as I finally finished up the sign of Big Honcho's lovely crib, because, you know, it's a crib, it's not a home, let me take you guys for the tour. The home's a very open floor concept, windows on all sides, just a beautiful view of the sunset. And as we're looking at the sunset, I might as well talk a little bit, so stick around if you're here. Today, we started with nothing but a single block, and we built an island, man. We built a corporation. We learned so much today. We learned that creepers are bad, my house building's amazing, but more importantly, we learned that you should not trust me around animals. If you have a dog, just keep that thing away from me. I'm sorry, man. Anyways, if you guys liked the video today, please like and subscribe. It'd be cool if you did. Other than that, if you have any tips or comments about what I can do better, leave them. Love you guys. Bye.